Yeezy, 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 just jumped over, jumpin'.
Yeezy, 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 they line up the days. Nike out here better, can't get shit away.
Alright y'all always asking us, Mezzamog. Everybody wants to know where can they get the Yeezys, if we have a Yeezy Connect, so we're gonna plug you guys in right now.
We on fire. Step up in the party, step up in the party, high.
Good morning, Mezzamog. It's gonna be an interesting morning. It involves going to my mother's house. And today I'm alone. Kim is not with me or Grayson. So it's just you and I.
Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Now, if you're heading over to the GW Bridge, that's the problematic one here.
There she goes again, that crazy witch. What we're doing today doesn't require taking the car, so I had to park it a few blocks away. We're gonna take a cab because we actually go into the city and the traffic out there is hectic. But before we do that, we're gonna eat some breakfast. I got some bread and some juice. Mom's gonna cook up some of those delicious eggs she makes. Okay, we had breakfast. Now it's time to go because the cab is here. So today we're on our way to see a doctor. My mother has to see a surgeon. She's bringing us along so I can help her translate a few points she wants to make. My mother understands English, but it's hard for her to speak it. But it's okay because that's why I'm here. Speaking of translations, you want to hear a funny story? When I was young, I used to cut school a lot. And when I say a lot, I emphasize a lot. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar, but back in the days, they didn't really used to call your house when you were absent. They used to send a letter. So every time I came back home after cutting school, I would always check the mailbox. My mother used to get home like after 6 o'clock from work. So I always made sure that when she came home, I get the keys and I go check that mailbox. And there was always a letter from school saying that I wasn't in school, that I was absent, and such and such. Long story short, one day she got a hold of one of the letters and I came home from school and she was like, "Have you been in school?" I was like, "Yes, of course, Mom, always." And she like, "What this letter says?" So I looked at it and it said that I wasn't in school. And I read it to her and I told her that it said that I'm actually doing great in school and that I'm gonna be staying after school a few hours, which gave me time to cut school and not rush home after playing hooky. But you know what? Eventually it caught up to me because one day I got called by truancy. Like police officers in the street, they catch people playing hooky and whatever, they take you to your school. So they called my mother and this time they had a translator. She came to school and they told her how many days I was absent, and when she heard that, it was crazy because I never seen the look in my mother's face before. I still remember it. They told her that I was absent almost all of the days of the school year. Okay, so the moral of the story is stay in school, kids, because when you're cutting school, you're not only hurting yourself, you're hurting your parents as well. Now that I'm a parent, I fully understand this.
Se fijan en Shaila y Denise, igual cometió error en la numeración y se lo dejaron pasar. ¿Es favoritismo? Si lo es, ¿por qué lo hace el Erasmo? Eso no se vale, porque nosotros los televidentes estamos mirando todo lo que pasa. Estamos viendo tantas trampas en este Hexatlón tercera temporada que nos sentimos decepcionados los televidentes. Hagan algo, producción, pues ya se acerca la final y no queremos sorpresas. Porque mira que se hizo trampa, mira cómo hizo trampa esta. Puso mal el 11 y el 14, y era 11, 12, 13 y 14. Lo puso mal y se la pasaron. No le llamó la atención. En cambio a Shaila le dijeron, mira, está mal, regrésate, y se regresó.
So basically what my mother's saying right now is that, first of all, she's on Facebook, she's having conversations with people that watch the show that she's really hooked on. Hexatlón. It's really good. Yeah, the third season. She's having conversations with people because a lot of the people notice that the other team has been cheating and they have like screenshots of the whole thing. She's basically, you know, putting her 2 cents in, saying that somebody needs to do something about this because one of these girls here, this one right here,
La Pantera les.
they call her the Panther. They give her a lot of like leeway. She be doing like stuff and she doesn't complete it and they still let her go. So that's why a lot of people are mad and she's one of them. Finally done with my mother's doctor. Now they gotta head back to Brooklyn. Ow, sorry, Mom. Yeah, let me get in here. We're gonna have some pizza here at the famous Tony's Pizzeria on Grand Ham and Metropolitan. Best pizza ever. Alright, have a good one. Okay, I'm never disappointed in this place. Delicious. Pizza was great as always. Now I'm gonna drop my mother off and head back home because I gotta finish some videos and kid misses me, so I have to get back home.
While Patchy pulls himself together, let's see how SpongeBob's party is shaping up.
All right, so as y'all can see, we have Yolanda looking a hot mess here. And look at these roots. It's been like 2 months, I think, since you dyed it, right?
Yeah, almost 2 months.
We have a whole lot of hair going on here. So this calls for one thing and one thing only before I start. Cause I'm about to do some serious damage, some surgery. Dr. Kim, just call me that.
Serious damage? Wouldn't you say like a miracle worker?
I'm gonna be a miracle worker right now.
Yeah, why would you say serious damage? Like you're gonna damage my hair further.
No, I'm gonna help you out right here because you're gonna look like a whole new person. So I got my 20 developer here and we're using Da Vinci hair color in the color Plum Red Blonde.
Totally different from the color I have in my hair now.
I think it's gonna look so nice against your skin tone. I think it's gonna go with you perfectly. And according to the sample, it's red, but it's not pow in your face red, like ha 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 ha, Rihanna red. Alright, so this is not gonna be like in tutorial style or nothing like that. I'm just gonna show you all what I use. I want y'all to see before and after, see me work my magic on her. But I am gonna empty this entire tube into my bowl with my brush, and of course just mix it in with the developer until it's nice and creamy. Put that in her hair. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know the basics of hair dyeing, right? I think we do. And that's pretty much it. It's not rocket science. I am gonna have an in-depth tutorial for the people that have been asking me, all my ladies out there who wanna know how the heck did I go from black to brown in like 2 days. So I do have that coming for you, but we're gonna do that a little bit later on because I also have to do my roots. For now, we're gonna take care of Yolanda and then we're gonna get to me. And I will give you guys the breakdown if you wanna go ahead and do it by yourself in your home. For now, let's get to this.
Our primary concern at this point should be, where do we go from here?
A point well taken.
Hurrah thought furiously.
By the way that you touching me, that you said, by the way that you touching me, that you simmer the nights you were wanting me.
Got all the product in her hair. I decided to use my hands because that brush gets annoying and it just does little by little. We don't have time for all of that. So we used our hands. We got a little bit messy, but I went ahead and cleaned her edges up, put the bag on her head, and now she's gonna sit here for like 30 minutes or so. I think this is gonna come out really good. I'm excited to see the end result.
Ooh. I'm not sitting here for no 30 minutes. I'm gonna go play Call of Duty. Screw that.
This color looks so sick right now. I'm not sure if the camera's capturing it or if it does it justice whatsoever, but let me tell you, this is the perfect red. I'm so glad that it turned out nice and even.
It did.
How do you
love
like
it? I freaking love it so much.
Right?
It came
It's
out nice.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like a mixture of cherry, plum. I don't even know what to call it. It's beautiful though. It goes with you perfectly.
Very
Your skin's
even.
in. You already know, girl. Give me some. We did that. So after she washed it, I went ahead and put a deep conditioner in her hair. I put silicone. All my Latinas know what silicone is. I put some of that in because of course we have to condition it. It's just been dyed. Deep conditioner is the way to go. So she left that in for a few. And now that it's nice and dry, I'm gonna go ahead and straighten it. So after almost 3 hours, this is the end result. Flat ironed it, new color, cut the bangs, freshened those up a bit. How do you feel, Yolanda? You like it?
Yeah, I love it a lot. I was a little nervous, but like I trust you to like cut and dye my hair. So
Nah, yeah, it looks beautiful. I love it. It's a change, but it's not too drastic. And you look like a whole new woman. Well, almost woman. Still a teen girl. If you like how it turned out, give us a thumbs up. At least give me a thumbs up for my back pain, because right now I'm done. Check her out on Instagram. If you guys don't follow Yolanda, she's gonna be posting her little pictures there. Also, she draws, like she does artwork and things like that. Check her out. If you don't follow her, you definitely should, because she's super creative, and she's gonna be posting more pictures with her new look in the sunlight where you can actually see it perfectly. You're gonna be more active?
yeah.
All right guys, I gotta start dinner, so Yeah.
3 days later.
Tell me that didn't come out nice. You did hair really nice, babe.
Thank you. Yeah, you guys, if you want to see better pictures of it, you can go ahead and check out her page, like I said, because the lighting in there just wasn't doing it justice at all. I mean, obviously it's gonna look much better in the sun, and in person it looked so much better. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of what I did. I loved it. I'm not a professional or anything, but that's why I'm proud. You know, she wants me to do her hair and makeup for picture day. It's coming up.
That's cool.
In like 2 weeks or so. So I'm actually gonna be doing that for her. It's cool being a stepmom. I never thought I'd be a stepmom. Like, I never thought I'd actually be with someone who has kids. Not because of anything bad or anything, just, you know, typical. Like, when you're younger, you're like, oh, I'd rather be with someone who doesn't have kids. I don't want to deal with the baby mama drama. The things that usually come with the package. But in this situation, especially the fact that they get along with me, they respect me, I love it. It makes our family bigger, and every time they're around, Grayson loves it. He's not so lonely, whereas if he were the only child, he wouldn't have anyone to play with. Like, usually on a daily basis, he has me to play with and his dad. But when they're around, forget it. He has a ball. So never walk away from a situation with someone just because they have kids. Like, I know a lot of people that are like that they're just like, once they find out that person has kids, it's over. But you might end up in a way better situation than you might have ended up with someone who doesn't have kids. You know what I mean? You never know. 7 years later, and I'm still happy. Right, baby?
That's right.
So we just found this new spot that we've never been to. We were actually looking up a Bye Bye Baby store, and it turns out that the place that we're in right now, you used to work here years ago, right, babe?
Well, not actually here. I used to work a few blocks from here. I'm talking about 96, 97. It was my first job. I used to make army fatigue clothes there a long time ago.
So anyways, they renovated the entire place, and now it's a big mall. We've never been here before, but when I looked up Bye Bye Baby, it turns out that it's here. They have other stores, Bed Bath & Beyond, all that good stuff. So we're gonna check out this store because Grayson has this thing with this specific sippy cup, which was actually discontinued.
He's obsessed.
Yeah, so we've tried so many different sippy cups when he was transitioning from bottles to the sippy cup, and yeah, none of them worked. So this one was his favorite one. They discontinued it. It was from the Philip Avent, that brand, but they no longer have it anywhere. We even had to order them from Amazon until they completely sold out of them. But they do have a different version of that exact sippy cup. It's just a smaller size. So what I need is the spout from it. Hopefully they have some in stock, because when I looked online, they said that they did. So apparently when they discontinued the sippy cups, they also got rid of that size of the spouts. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get him these. I mean, these were the ones that I was talking about. They're super tiny, but if the spout fits the big one, then that's perfect. But if not, I'm just gonna have to fill these two up and give him those before bed. This always happens to us. Every time we like something, it gets discontinued. It happens to Jesus, it happens to me, and now it's happening to Grayson. Just our luck, man.
You know I can't come over here and not get me some of those cookies. Where they at? Come on, man. Maybe on this side? No, I don't see them. No, I'm okay. No, those will get me sick.
Aye. Nope, they only have yogurt melts. Yeah, out of luck. Try your luck at Target. You like this? I like the vanilla custard one that they used to have with this. I haven't seen it in years, but I could eat it straight out the jar.
When I was a teen, I used to buy those a lot, put them in the fridge, and eat them later on at night as a snack. They were good.
Alright, so first things first, I already cleaned the meat. I like to put some vinegar, some lime. Not only does it clean it, but it also helps to tenderize it. So the steak that I'm using today is beef round cube steak. I have a family pack which comes with 4, and this has been passed through the machine. That's why it kind of looks weird, but that's how it's supposed to look to make the steak that we're gonna do today. Beef round cube steak, that's the one that you need to make this. So let's get started. So traditionally when you make this, you would just use crushed garlic, you would use some olive oil, some salt and pepper, and that's pretty much it. But I don't like to play by the rules. I actually think there are no rules when it comes to cooking or makeup. So yeah, I'm gonna do it my way, show you how I do it. And that's the beauty of YouTube. If everybody did things the same way, there would be no need to watch videos because you would already know how to do everything. So I'm gonna start by crushing the garlic up. I'm gonna take my 4 pieces of garlic and I'm gonna crush it today using my pilon. You can find these at the Latin section of your supermarket. I actually found mine at TJ Maxx or Amazon. You can buy them as well. Pretty much anywhere these days. I'm gonna put it in there and just start crushing away. And this meat is still bleeding. It's kind of disgusting, but I have to keep draining it. So I'm gonna do that before I add that garlic in there. All right, so I'm just gonna add the crushed garlic. I'm adding some extra virgin olive oil, not much, just about a teaspoon. I'm gonna throw in some garlic powder. Throwing in some onion powder. I'm gonna sprinkle some adobo in there. To me, for some reason, the meat is unappetizing when I see it without color, so I just have to throw some of this in there. I'm gonna throw in a little bit of caldo de pollo, not much, maybe a little less than a teaspoon, but it gives the meat extra flavor, so I'm gonna add some of this in there. And last but not least, I'm throwing in about a tablespoon of vinegar. Mix this all up. Now you want to cover it up and you want to let it sit in the fridge to marinate for a couple of hours. I don't really have a couple of hours, so I'm going to let it sit in there for about half an hour. But there's so much flavor in there already and it smells delicious. So let's go get started on this rice. Before I get started on the rice though, I'm going to cut up my onion. This is going to be for the steak. I'm only going to use a little bit less than half of it though, because I only have 4 pieces of steak. So let me just cut this up. Okay, I lied. I need a little more, so I'm going to use about half of it. Ooh, I'm tearing right now. Okay, let's get started on the rice. For the rice, I'm gonna use some purple onion. As you can see, I cut it into little pieces. I'm also gonna cut up some red pepper. A little bit of this green pepper too. Now I'm just gonna roughly chop the cilantro. So throw some of this in there as well. I love cilantro. And last but not least, I'm taking what's left in my head of garlic and I'm gonna crush this up too to throw some of that in there. Alright, so starting with the steak, I wanna get this out of the way first because it is gonna take the longest to cook. You wanna get your pan nice and hot and then you wanna add some vegetable oil of your choice. Next, you want to throw your meat in there, each piece for about 1 to 2 minutes on each side, just until it gets nice and caramelized.
Things about for us, paramount of which is that they're wonderful. So let's do something you can't do in real life.
So while I was cooking them just now, I had the fire on high, but I lowered it, and I'm going to go ahead and throw the rest of the meat back in there. As it cooks, it's gonna go releasing a lot more liquid, but I went ahead and took the bowl that it was in marinating and I added some more water, about a cup more of water. I'm gonna pour it over top. So I'm gonna keep it on medium-low heat and this is gonna cook for about 40 to 45 minutes. You wanna have it nice and tender and that's the best way to do that. Just give it a lot of time on low heat. I promise you this is gonna be delicious at the end. Okay. So I'm gonna just move it to this side so we can get started on our rice. Now for the rice, again, get your pan nice and hot. Throw some vegetable oil in there. You wanna add the onions, the peppers, everything you chopped up earlier. Next you wanna add a can of black beans. Throw in your cilantro. Now you wanna take a tablespoon of tomato paste. Put that in there. I'm gonna throw in about this much of cilantro. That's a little less than a tablespoon. By the way, while I'm doing this, my fire is on medium-low, and I'm also gonna add a tablespoon of chicken bouillon, caldo de pollo. I've already washed my rice. This is 2 cups of rice. I'm gonna throw this in there. Then you wanna use the can of the beans that you just put in there, and you wanna add 4 cups of water. All right, I'm gonna raise the heat. because I added 4 cups of water in there. That's about 2 cans of the beans that we just put in there. Mix that up a little bit more. Now if you want, you could just add salt, but I'm gonna add, of course, my adobo. So now I'm just gonna leave this on high heat. I'm gonna leave it halfway covered like that until it absorbs all of the water. But first, I have to taste it, just in case I need to add anything else to it. I think it's good, but let's see. I'm gonna add a little bit more adobo. Not too much because you don't want it salty, of course. But let me tell you, it smells like a grandma's house in here in the best way possible. It smells so delicious. Just when I started cooking that steak, oh my goodness. This whole kitchen smelled so amazing. So I can't wait to eat this. And then with this rice, woo chow, the perfect combination. Okay, lid halfway on until the water is fully absorbed. Then you lower the heat, cover it, and do not open it until it's fully done, which is in about half an hour or so. So this is what it's supposed to look like when it absorbs the water. You don't want it too dry because of course your rice is gonna end up hard, but you don't want enough water in there that if you lower the heat and you cook it, the rice is gonna end up mushy. So it has to be the perfect consistency. So this is exactly how it's supposed to look. Just a little tip, try to use a spoon like this when you're making rice. The rice flows through the spoon and also it makes it nice and fluffy. Now I'm gonna cover it and leave it on low heat for about half an hour and then I'll check on it. Everything's pretty much almost done. I'm just gonna go ahead and make some tostones, but before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and add the onions into my steak. I like to wait till it's almost done because I don't like them too soft, so let me go ahead and get those. That looks so good. Throw these in there. So by the time my tostones are done, this should be ready to serve. Now, if you're not familiar with what tostones are, they're pretty much plantains that are fried twice. So you'll fry them once, just a little bit until they get nice and golden. You're gonna smash them and then you're gonna fry them again. So let's go ahead and do that. Second round until they're nice and crispy.
Lift your spirit.
So while I wait for the tostones to cook, I also made some mojo. This is pretty much minced garlic, salt, and some freshly squeezed lime juice. You're gonna go ahead and add some more of the cooking oil. Has to be nice and hot. And that's gonna cook the garlic up a little bit. So I just put that aside. Pretty much we're just gonna use that to dip the tostones in there. It's really good. If you haven't tried tostones with mojo, you gotta do it. Jesus loves it. He won't eat tostones without it. Once they're done, they should look like this. They're perfectly crispy. They're nice and flat. All you have to do is add a little bit of salt onto that. Like I said, you dip these in that little mojo sauce and oh, they're so good.
To lift your spirit to the sky.
Food served, arroz congri or moro, however you say it. Bistec Encebollado.
Looks good.
Oh, man, just like your mom, your grandma, anybody would make it with a little bit of a twist, of course.
I'm not biased. If I don't like it, I'll tell her, but
yeah,
that's a rare occasion. I usually like everything she makes.
Thank.
Rice is good. She's always really good with rice. Like that's, you know, that's a no-brainer. She's really good at that. Quick little story about Aunt Regina. When she was alive, she used to make me rice all the time, and she made the best rice ever, the Mexican rice, the best. I'm talking about hands down. Then Kim made it, Mexican rice, and she kind of like, no, not kind of like, she made it better. Still love my tia, you know, she made the best rice too.
I never had her rice, but one time he just stopped me after he finished eating. He's like, I gotta tell you something real serious, all right? And you have to take this real serious because I never said this to anyone. This rice, this Mexican rice that you do is better than my aunt's, and that says a lot. And I'm like, wow. Ever since then,
the steak is good too.
Yeah, I've had a badge of honor since then.
It's not bad, and the tostone is always good, so I'm not even gonna front. Another thing about the tostones, I never ate tostones. I never liked them. I'm pretty sure I shared this before. And Kid made them. It's better. And you know what? I don't know what you call it, but I know it's garlic.
The mojo.
Well, yeah, the mojo. I don't know. I'm Mexican. It's the best. That's the only reason I eat tostones, because of this mojo.
I know, I told them. Other than that, he won't. I could eat it like that with the mojo, the tostones, or I could eat it with like mayo ketchup, you know, like ketchup, mayonnaise, a little bit of adobo. Some people think that's weird too, but I've been eating that since I was a kid. But this food, I could literally eat the moro, the bistec, and just a banana, like a legit banana, and I'll be good. But like this is just, it takes it up a notch with the tostones and the aguacate.
I love the steak.
Yeah?
It's really good. You know, usually with steak, you have to know how to make steak. I don't like when it tastes like liver or It's like too like chewy. Like on our first day, remember?
Yeah,
that steak was the worst. This is good, you know. I'm not surprised. She's always making good food.
Well,
I can only count with one hand how many times she messed up food.
And that's because, you know, everybody, no matter how many years you've been cooking, whatever, like you have those days where you're like, damn, like it came out a little bit too salty, or you know, you freaking forgot about the rice and it burned.
Yeah.
You know, things like that. So, but anyways, I'm about to serve myself. I need to eat, and Grayson, he should be waking up from his nap right now. He took a little bit of a late nap, so let me get this food served because I gotta eat.
Give me something to drink too, man.
Get out of here.
Look, we got some bread from my mom. She doesn't really eat this type of bread. She eats wheat bread, but Kim picked this up at, where did you pick this up at?
This is an Italian bakery?
Yeah.
The best Italian bread because it's straight from that bakery. They bake it right on the spot.
I already took a piece off.
Yeah, so we're having breakfast at Grandma's today. Well, as Grayson would say it, breakfast at Yaya's. That's what he calls her.
Yaya house.
Yaya.
Look at this. My mother made this fresh yesterday.
Yes. Salsa.
Green salsa. She usually makes it with jalapenos, the eggs, but you know, Grayson's eating, so she didn't make it like that today, but she does have the salsa on the side, and this is the best. Just as good as Kim.
She told me how to make it, so.
True.
We got the salsa, the bread, and the best coffee. Y'all know how much I love her coffee. I don't know what it is, but they just make it so good. They're like OG coffee makers.
For real, I don't know how they do it. I don't drink it, so I don't really care, but Kim be ODing with that stuff. She be having like 4 cups with her.
Nah.
She be leaving out of here like this.
I'll have 1 big cup and I'm good, but it's just like, it's been so long since I've had some. I just need it right now, especially that I'm like, you know, just woke up, came here, I need that.
We're about to eat now though.
My mother-in-law cooks, it's only right that I do the dishes. Always offer to wash the dishes when you eat at someone's house. Like, you know, usually the señoras, they'll be like, no, leave it there, I'll do it later. But do it anyways, it's the right thing to do. Anyways, I'm gonna finish up here and then we're gonna take my mother-in-law to an appointment that she has. That's the reason why we're here. You know, she can't be going alone in these places.
I really go.
Yeah, I'm ready to go too. Come on, y'all, let's get out of here.
Sing tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I love you tomorrow. It always and they always.
Wow.
My mother's gonna see her dentist real quick. I'm gonna put this camera away and I'm gonna go inside with her.
Well, that's taken care of. My mother-in-law went to the dentist, got her teeth checked out. Now we have the rest of the day free, which is great. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm in the car, even if I've had a full night's rest, I always get sleepy when we're stuck in traffic. Like, Jesus be driving and talking to me, but meanwhile, I'm like this. I'll be knocked out. Mouth open and everything, right, babe?
For real. Looking like you just took an Ambien.
He be getting frustrated. He's talking to me, telling me stories, all this crazy stuff, and I'm in an inception, knocked out. And he's like, babe, wake up. You didn't just hear all that I said. I was talking to myself.
There we go.
Every time we come to Century, Grayson has to have a pack of M&Ms and some of these. And of course, water.
The brown ones. That's the ones you want.
Right now we're looking for some winter garments.
Yeah, because this weather took us by surprise. Like, obviously you can see I'm wearing my coat.
You can't come to Century and not get nothing. You never leave empty-handed over here. Kim got a few things, I got a few things, and Grayson got a few things. Now hopefully we could get someone to attend us right away. Doesn't seem really packed right now.
Y'all already know, when we need to waste time, what better place to come to than the mall? It's cold out today.
Yeah.
It's freaking freezing.
I'm actually looking for a book bag though. I need a book bag. I have a few already, a bunch of backpacks, but I'm looking for a particular one. Nothing too big, nothing too small either, so it has to be the perfect one. And I'm pretty sure TJ Maxx may have it. The line doesn't look too crazy. Plus, we're gonna meet with my parents again after this, so they went to do something. We're just gonna waste a little bit of time here. Not really waste time, but look for my book bag, because I'm pretty sure they have one here. If they don't, I'm gonna be really pissed off. I'm probably gonna have to order one from Amazon or something like that. Oh, look, I see a few back there. We got this right here. I believe that's the same. It's versatile, so it could work, but at the same time, not really sure. We got a couple of more bags over here. This one's obviously too big. I don't need it this big. It's nice though. When you travel, put all your gear there. I'm looking for a short backpack, something to put, you know, small camera, a couple of batteries, maybe a few lenses, something like this. It's not bad. Color is not my thing, but you see the little clip in the middle? That's important. I really wanted it up here though, but you can have everything you want. 30 bucks. What do you guys think? I have to check the inside. I was mistaken. I thought this was for the bottom, but it's actually for the top, how I wanted it.
That looks like your black one, except it's like a fourth of the price.
And the size, because the other one is huge.
Yeah.
The other one's bigger. This is smaller.
I like it.
Yeah, me too.
You know, I love
Doesn't
olive.
match everything, but of course, you love olive. I mean, it matches me now. Right?
Yeah, it's good. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I guess it's cool. I guess we'll take it anyway, but I still need a smaller black one.
I'm tempted to go to the home section where they have all the stuff for the kitchen, the bathroom, bedroom. But if I go in there, it's gonna be the danger zone and I'm gonna end up spending way more money than I want to.
Oh no, stay away. You're just tempting me. What?
Look at this. You really never see these around anymore. Look, babe.
Oh man.
Remember the song?
Sing along.
Come on, man. I thought I was gonna sing. Man, that's not the real lamb chop. You see all these mugs? Kim is obsessed with these. Watch her. She's coming this way.
Hungry?
Yeah, I know where you're coming.
You already know I have to get me a good mug every time I come to TJ Maxx. Like, look at this. I'm obsessed. I have so many, but I could always make room for one more. Look at this too. Oh, I love this. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10.
That's a nice mug.
This is beautiful. And it's big enough too. There's no point of getting one if it's tiny. The big ones are the best ones. This is really pretty. $3.99, you can't beat that. Yes. Oh my God, I almost dropped it. Building my empire. This is nice. How much? The price determines whether or not I like it enough to buy it. It doesn't even have a price on it.
So it's good. It's probably like 10 bucks.
No, because then they're like, oh, like they'll estimate what price it is. Over here at least. So I definitely want this one because, you know, anything biblical I love. Best mama ever. Is that narcissistic if I get it for myself? How much? $4.99? I just might. Or even this one. Now this is what I'm talking about. Jumbo size, baby. What do you think? It's pretty, right?
I like it. You could drink some atole from that.
Yeah, this is nice. These are today's picks. We came, we saw, we bought a couple things. Now we're gonna meet up with my in-laws again. They actually wanted to come to the mall too, which we didn't know, so we're gonna go meet up with them on the other side. So this mall that we come to, which is Century, TJ Maxx and all that, this is actually a couple blocks away from Queens Center Mall, the one that we used to go to all the time. So that's where they wanna go, because in there they have a good food court, you have options, they got Chick-fil-A. We're gonna meet up with them there. That's the good life, man. When you raised all your kids and on a day where you're just bored, you say, let's get dressed and let's go to the mall, look around the stores a little bit. I love my Gray, don't get me wrong. I'm cherishing every moment that he's small, but when I get to that age, that's definitely what I want to do. I want to tell you, babe, get dressed. We're heading out to Queens Center.
You do that already? This boy doesn't go anywhere without that train. Can I see the train?
Can we see?
Some sort of a car, right, Gray?
Thank you. Goodbye. Alright, you can have it. I'm sorry. I don't know if she's here already or she's on her way. Either way, we're gonna go in here first because I need to use the bathroom. I've been wanting to take a leak for the longest. He loves escalators. Come on, let's go on an escalator, Grayson. Come on. He thinks it's like a great adventure ride or something. Whenever we use the bathrooms here at Queen Center, we always come to the nursery one because it's quicker, faster, and I think more cleaner.
I kind of feel stupid now. Coming outside, I'm like, it's cold out. Let me throw on the coat, little fur. I think it's cute. But being in the mall, everybody's just wearing either a shirt or a little sweater. And I look like I'm ready for a snowstorm. I should have just left it in the car. I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm not about to walk back just for this. I'm either gonna end up holding it or sweat it out and hold it down. It's a part of the fit.
My mother should be coming in right through them doors in a minute now. We got our Chick-fil-A. Kim convinced me. I didn't really want to eat Chick-fil-A today. I wanted to eat some Chipotle, but you know, gotta do what the wife wants. Plus, it's healthier. Bruh. And not only that, you support a good cause because it's a Christian-owned company, so you know I gotta do that. Whenever I get a chance, I support it. It's no problem. You happy with your Chick-fil-A?
I love Chick-fil-A, man. I'm so glad that they brought them to New York because I remember a little while back, you couldn't find them over here. One of Jesus's friends actually told us that in order to open up a Chick-fil-A franchise, all you need is $10,000 and then you get 70% of the profit. Don't quote us on that, obviously. I don't know. I didn't fact check it or anything, but that sounds like a crazy idea. We're gonna have to look into that. We need more Chick-fil-A's in the city. Like, we really do. I never want to go to Chick-fil-A here because I gotta come to the mall, park upstairs, go all the way down to the basement in order to get Chick-fil-A. So I only get it whenever I'm here. I never want to go out of my way for it, you know?
While we on that same note, you know, with the whole chicken sandwich thing, Chick-fil-A, the other day we tried the Popeye sandwich for the first time. And to give you my opinion, it was really good. I'm not gonna say it was the greatest. I wasn't amazed because it tastes just like a regular sandwich, though the chicken was kind of thick. It was a really big sandwich and it filled me up. I need like 2 Chick-fil-A sandwiches in order to, you know, equal one of those.
Yeah, it was good, but it wasn't nothing special. Like, people getting beat up over the chicken sandwich, that whole craze that was going on for it. It was basically chicken, fried chicken with 2 little pickles and a little bit of mayo on the bread. That's it. Yeah. I'd rather have Chick-fil-A any day. Yeah. It wasn't bad though, but it wasn't.
It wasn't.
Oh
I mean, I'll eat it again. I'll eat it again though. I love you, Queen Center, but your prices on this parking have to change. It's just ridiculous. I know I'm always complaining about these tickets, but it's just the truth. I mean, they don't really bother me as much, but they do sometimes when I come in for like 10, 20 minutes and next thing you know, I gotta pay $5.50. Really? $5.50? What is this? What is this?
Jeep.
Jeep, that's right.
Yeezy, 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 just jumped over, jumpman.
Yeezy, 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 they line up for days. Nike out here better, can't get shit away.
Alright, y'all always asking us, Mezzamog. Everybody wants to know where can they get the Yeezys if we have a Yeezy Connect, so we're gonna plug you guys in right now.
I'm Joe. My Instagram is Salon.exe.
I'm Dylan. My Instagram is Kosher Plug. I got all this stuff. Just hook them up real quick. Feel me?
Cash out real quick.
Yeah, quick cash out. All sizes.
Whatever you need.
Okay, all sizes, all styles. Check them out. And if you guys mention that you're coming from us, you just tell them Mezzamog. They're gonna work with y'all. They're gonna give y'all a couple little bucks off here and there. But just let them know that we sent you. They'll hook you up. They got all types of stuff. Like they said, let them know. So yeah, Mezzamob, if y'all been having issues getting the sneakers on release days or things like that, you can contact these guys. They're resellers, they're young hype beasts, you know, just trying to make a living out of selling sneakers, but they're not gonna crack you guys over the head with the prices. So I wanna just show y'all the colorway that I got today.
Love these.
Subtle. You can wear these on a casual day, not too bright, not too out there. I love them. And they don't only sell Yeezys, they also sell other sneakers. We just happen to like the Yeezys, especially the 350s. So yeah, you can check those guys out.
I really wish they would have had my size. They only had like size 5, size 9.5. I'm a 10 by the way, so in case you're wondering. But he says he's gonna hook me up next time. So I'll just wait around for that. But yeah, definitely check those guys out, follow them, and tell them we sent you.